Installing a new Strassburger window so that it operates flawlessly is easy when you follow these easy guidelines. Remember that service calls cost everyone, so doing it right the first time saves money and creates satisfied customers and repeat business. Prior to installing your window, check that the opening is square and the right size. Always allow a minimum of a ½ inch around the entire frame. Make sure your window is the correct size, style, and color for the opening. The next step is to place shims at described locations as mentioned in this instruction around the opening. We recommend that for the sill, you place your shims at each corner directly under the vertical jamb and under the roto operator and no greater than 16 inches apart from there across the sill. Make sure these shims are level across the opening. For awnings and fixed windows, place shims around the perimeter opening no greater than 6 inches up from the corner and no greater than 24 inches apart. When you are installing windows that are joined or mowed together, always place a shim at the mow joint on the sill and or jamb. For operating casement and tilt and turn windows, always set your shims on the hinge side vertical jamb at the lower and upper corner of the frame, in line with each snubber and no greater than 24 inches apart. Continue to place shims on the lock side in line with the locking points and again, no greater than 6 inches from the corner and no greater than 24 inches apart. Now, clean any debris from the sill and ensure that the sill is level. At this point, install a water membrane along the length of the sill and approximately 6 inches up the sides. Next, place the window in the opening. If the window is loose in the opening, you may add additional shims in each corner of the window, excluding the sill, to help secure the window in place. We recommend always using shim material that will make full contact to the existing shim and the window frame. These shims should be placed carefully so they do not bow or distort the frame of the window. Make sure the window is plumb and square. Once the window is secure, check the operation, making sure that the gap is consistent around the sash and that the window is opening smoothly. Check to make sure your locks are making contact and securing the window closed. If not, make the necessary adjustment with your shims. When installing windows into new construction, we recommend using 3-inch finishing nails through the wood jamb extension on the inside of your window. Your nail should always have a shim at this point, excluding the top horizontal. When installing your window with screws, pre-drill a 3/8 inch hole in the vinyl frame first, and then cover with a plastic cap. We recommend you use 3-inch steel anodized screws for fastening. Your screws should always have a shim at this point. If possible, avoid putting screws into the sill area. If this is required, pre-drill a 3/8 inch hole in the vinyl frame. Proceed to fill the hole with top-grade PVC caulking and then insert your 3-inch anodized screws and cover with a plastic cap. Once the window is secure, recheck the operation, making sure that your sight lines are consistent and that the window is operating smoothly. Check to ensure your locks are making contact and securing the window closed. If not, make the necessary adjustments. Please note, we do not recommend solid shims in the header of any of our products due to the possibility of the framed wood header structure bowing down. You're now ready to seal the perimeter of the window. There are many products that can be used for this job. It is very important not to overfill or pack the cavity. This could cause the frame to bow or distort and prevent proper operation of the window. Keep in mind that you only require an air barrier at the dew point or glass line of your window. Filling the cavity completely has little or no benefit. If you are using a low expanding foam for this job, remember to keep the windows locked for about a half an hour after performing this task. Prior to installing your trim around the window, unlock and operate to make sure you have not hampered the operation of the window. You are now ready to install your trim. For installing awning windows, follow the same instructions as your casement window. The only exception is to always install a shim at the operator location, ensuring that the operator is kept firmly in place along the sill. If there is a need to place a screw along the sill, simply remove one of the screws in the operator and pre-drill through the frame. Prior to installing your 3-inch anodized flathead screw, fill the hole with silicone and then proceed to install your screws. Well, that's it. You've installed your Strassburger window the right way and avoided costly and aggravating service calls. Thank you for purchasing Strassburger Windows.